Okay, let's talk hips. So hips is the horse's power drive, engine, whatever you want to call it. Gaining control of your horse's hind end is one of the most essential things for setting your horse up for success in the future. From having ultimate control of where our horses place their back feet, we can work on diffusing a bad situation. We can set them up better for rib cage softness, head and neck softness, as well as backups, lead departures, etc., you name it. This is the most fundamental drill, in my opinion, as far as getting control of your horse's hips go. And it's basically moving their hip out. Churn on the forehand isn't exactly what I'd call it, but this is my way of starting virtually every horse I ride.
Want to do body language here, but body language doesn't do you any good in the saddle. It does you a lot of good, definitely, to teach them like how to respond. But I want my feet and my reins connected so that I can always depend on them. So I take nose to tail, step across, switch back, nose to tail. Stop that one. You want to make sure that he's just going to untrack his hip. Good.
So you're going to want her to first start untracking her hip. Then I'm going to put her out in a circle, ask her to step that inside hind leg across, and basically you're just untracking.
Then I'm going to take him, and I want his feet to keep moving this time. I want to push him off the circle, keep him going. But what I don't want him to do is I don't want him to untrack and then leave. So if he leaves, I'm going to bring him around with his shoulder. Am I getting a phone call? We're going to take him around, untrack that hip, keep him moving. Good.
Okay, so here's a little bit of a case study. I'm riding this horse right now. He was super tight and wanted to run off, wanted to take off, kind of leave the circle. He was always thinking out. So what I'm doing here is I'm actually taking him, kind of taking control of his face a little, and then I'm just pushing his hip off the circle till he kind of softens. Right there you can kind of see he's leaking out a little, and I've got my hand a little further back, my foot, driving him off that circle. I'm waiting for some head and neck softness. So this is where I'm using the hip in motion a little bit to some degree. This horse tends to want to be overbent, get real high-headed, get stiff and stuff. So I'm actually just kind of asking him to reach with that inside leg, step it off of the, circle, instead of, he tends to lock his inside hind leg and then kind of want to get all stiff and head high in the air and take off. So I'm just working him from side to side. I like to work barrel horses from both sides. And then as time goes on here, I'm actually starting to work on his chin and his neck. But the very fundamental there was pushing his hip off that circle just so I could kind of get him going my way. If you have any questions about this one, just ask.